Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to Shepherd's Cove. Today is September 16th, 2025. I got a little upset last night and turned to some coping skills. I went to listening to my breathing, listening to the sound it makes as the air goes in through my nose and back out. Calm me down. It works. I had to mention that. 114 days. Emotional balance is what today's reading is. Emotional balance is one of the first results of meditation, and our experience hears this out. Through though each of us defines emotional balance a little differently, all of us must find it. Funny thing, I read this thing. Uh, Imagine, call it your consciousness car, and you've got two people in the car. You've got or two entities. Okay, you've got your thinking brain, and you've got your feelings brain. Come up here, say hi. Hi, hi guys. So, your thinking brain and your feelings brain are in the car together, right? So, thinking brain sitting passenger seat, feelings brain's driving. Well, thinking brain decides to take a little nap. Somebody cuts off feelings brain, and boom, right off the cliff. All feelings, lost his shit, threw him right off the cliff. Right. All right. So now, on the other hand, you got thinking brain driving. All right, buddy. Um, Emotion or feelings brain is passenger, right? He decides to take a little nap. Well, now thinking brain, he's got it all figured out. Perfect route, point A to point B. Only problem is he just don't give a fuck. Don't care about driving over there. Don't give a shit about the destination. The fuck? Point has got to be balanced. Then you got too much emotion as you're driving along in your consciousness car, and well, then it turns into a clown car. You and your big ass red tires, driving over other people's consciousness cars and shit, and vice versa. Too much thinking, not enough feelings. And you're more like a robot, and getting shit done, but don't give two shits about it. Balance is very important. Yeah. All right, back to the read here. Though each of us defines emotional balance a little differently, all of us must find it. Emotional balance can mean finding and maintaining positive outlook on life, regardless of what may be happening around us. To some, it might mean an understanding of our emotions that allows us to respond, not react to our feelings. That's pretty important. If you can register it, recognize the fact that, yeah, I'm angry. Okay, I'll move on through. Emotions are only intended to stay for maybe 90 seconds to 2 minutes. That's idealistic. It's when you continue allowing that thought that caused that emotion to keep going over and over. Then that's where you end up with depression, anxiety, um, suicide. Uh, you know, so fucks your head up. You don't want to do that. When you recognize the emotion, push it through. Try thinking of something that makes you feel better. Try doing something to get your mind off it. Hell, something as simple as just looking at your hand and noticing the lines, noticing, any little damages or whatever, that redirects your focus. Any type of grounding, feel the feet, the ground under your feet, something. But get your head out of that place because you keep allowing them thoughts to continue. You're going to get that same emotion. That's not a good place to go. Okay. Uh, to some, it might mean an understanding of our emotions that allows us to respond, not react to our feelings. It can mean that we experience our feelings as intensely as we can while also moderating their excessive expression. This is basically what I was just saying. Emotional balance comes from practice in prayer and meditation. We get quiet and share our thoughts and hopes and concerns with God of our understanding. Then we listen for guidance, awaiting the power to act on that direction. Eventually, our skills in maintaining near balance get better, and the wild up and down emotional swings we used to experience begin to settle. And they sure the fuck have. Been chilling the hell out. Yeah. We develop an ability to let others feel their feelings. We have no need to judge them. Right. And we fully embrace our own personal range of emotions. Just got done telling one of our members that I work with, is developmentally disabled, Down syndrome. Um, Anyways, I was telling him, hey, it's all right. It's all right to feel the way you feel. Understand it. Recognize it. And this dude, he was losing his shit. Um, I said, feel it. I know you're angry. Feel the anger. Now, tell me about that game you're playing, that video game you're playing. What was that package that you were trying to get for the monster trucks? And I pulled him out of it and got him into a better place. All right, just for today, through regular prayer and meditation, I will discover what emotional balance means to me. It takes some effort. God bless y'all. Have a great day.